Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Cat,
Doing it live.
are you? Cass is just like a
Yep.
parasitic life form.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I love it.
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, everyone, to the Unnamed Gaem Show.
Shiver got him. That was the better joke, Shiver. Thank you for that.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
I really like your name this week, Jake.
is this the same? I feel like I've heard this one before.
It's not. It's brand new.
I feel like I've heard this one before.
No. I was like, I like the word pantaloons.
I
Cat,
like you threw a Q in there, just for fun.
I don't know if you can hear me, but David names me something horrific every single week, and it's this week it's
Pantaloons to the wind.
3 pantaloons to the wind a cappella. And it's always nonsense and always extremely verbose.
Yes, but have you noticed the particular tragedy, the particular travesty of this week's name, Jake?
No.
It's spelled wrong. It's a cappella.
Oh no! You in there? Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey,
My
Cass, welcome to the show.
Box to me right now. Like
Here,
literally.
No,
You're on the show now.
no, I don't want to be on the show.
Cass, what video?
None of us do, Cass, so don't worry about it.
I'm currently playing. What's the name? New World.
Yeah. What do you
Oh, yeah.
think?
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
What
Is it a good
weapon
MMO?
are you using?
I'm using a long sword. What's the one you just gave me?
The life staff?
The life staff.
Nice.
Yeah, I just
Does
started.
staff give
using
you
that
life?
one. It makes me a healer.
Oh,
Ooh.
fancy.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
I have to hold my microphone like this in order to also get 2 hands on this package because I don't have a mic stand.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
You're still on
happening
your mic
here?
stand, eh?
Opening a package.
He's opening a package.
I got the Star Wars.
More Star Wars. Excellent.
Out of the Shadows, the newest. Okay, can I just say this book, this whole series of media, the High Republic, specifically, is unbelievable.
Ooh,
It
excellent.
has there's 3 books out, 3 children's books, and 2 comic series going.
Children's books out.
Yeah, the children's books are excellent. Highly recommend. My roommate's daughter, who is almost 6, adores them.
Nice. That's
They're
awesome.
Very good. It's 200 years before the movies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The only character that's still around is Yoda. Hi, Cass could only deal with my Star Wars nerddom for so long.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I was
You
gone.
decided to join us?
No,
Oh.
no, it wasn't a decision. I don't make decisions. As a parasitic life form, I don't make decisions.
Here's one of the kids' books.
Ooh. What ages would you say that's for?
He said 6. Oh no, wait.
Yeah, well, we read it to her,
Okay, you read it to a 6-year-old.
but this would be good for like, because it's like this thick,
Okay, so it's like
It's like Harry Potter,
and it's like
like the first one.
I'm just gonna say like the first one.
it's like this font.
okay, so it's a book.
Yeah,
Cool.
but it's not like a novel.
Yeah,
You know.
it's middle grade.
Yeah, extremely good. There's this one and there's another one, and I don't remember what it's called.
Nice. Welcome, welcome everyone to the Unnamed Game Show.
Star Wars book chat.
This
Yeah.
is where we talk about unnamed games.
That's not the only.
No, see, this is the Unnamed Game Show where we talk about books
Yeah.
and parasites.
There's also this one. And then
On-
the
on
most
Relay's new show, Cooking with Eric, we talk about video games.
All right,
and
I'll bring
then-
it back to video games. You ready?
Okay.
What are we
okay.
talking about in Relay Space now?
I'm bringing it back. The most important book that I received this week is this one, which is
Oh, that's very shiny.
the Kingdom Hearts Ultimania anthology
Ultimania.
or Bible. This is everything you could ever want to know about Kingdom Hearts up until Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice.
Wow.
This book right here.
That's awesome.
It's
That's also perfect for you. Although,
mean,
didn't you already know everything about Kingdom
yeah,
Hearts before?
But
yeah.
but now I have now I can be like, this happened here. Like, I don't have to rely on my fuzzy memory of it.
You know,
Um,
it's funny because before this show, I was looking at what we have for news, and I thought for a fraction of a second that we might actually make it through an Unnamed Game Show with
Nope.
no references to Kingdom
Nope.
Hearts.
Nope.
Nope. Jake finds a way.
Never,
no.
never,
It's
ever
cool.
happened.
Like, it'll
Jake,
go through every game.
finds a way.
And it'll go through every game and tell you what happens scene by scene in just like a little paragraph. It's nice.
Ooh, that's pretty
There's
cool.
there's a 3-page featurette on Aqua, which that's all I need. Because she's Aqua's best girl. Okay,
No.
she's
no, both
best
of those
girl,
are
and I'm not talking about Konosuba Aqua.
What's that?
New Finland.
Do you want to explain that to Niskavian?
No, that both of them are wrong.
How is it pronounced?
Finland.
Newfoundland, like new
Got it.
Fin,
Newfoundland.
Fin.
Yeah,
land.
yeah. See,
Newfoundland.
right.
Not like Finland.
Newfoundland.
Finland doesn't exist.
Newfoundland.
Yes, you shark.
Newfoundland. Is it Newfoundland?
Dude, Jake's talking to you.
Oh,
Oh no.
Newfoundland?
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Land, like
Newfoundland.
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 Yeah, that's right.
I was close.
Yeah, so it's land, not lind. Land.
So, due to his mispronunciation, is David banned from Newfoundland?
I've lost my headphones again.
He's definitely not allowed until he can say it right.
Atlantic.
Yeah, that's
time.
what I thought.
My family would disown him.
Newfoundland.
It's like the only land mass that's in the Atlantic time zone.
Newfoundland.
No, David.
No,
Newfoundland.
not Lind.
Land.
Nope.
Land.
Newfoundland.
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 Yeah, that's all right. But don't say it like that.
Newfoundland.
I sold Acid Panda to somebody from Newfoundland.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what has happened to the beginning of
You
this.
sold acid to
Newfoundland.
someone from Newfoundland?
What?
I sold Acid Panda to somebody from Newfoundland.
Oh, really?
Acid?
Yeah.
Yeah, acid.
He sold acid to
Yeah.
someone from
Jake
Newfoundland?
Jake sells acid.
I feel like he shouldn't be saying that on this podcast. That's just me.
It's okay. This podcast is enough of a train wreck already. We can say whatever we want.
I wish I was selling acid to people from Newfoundland instead of acid panda.
Acid to new.
She heard acid and not the panda part.
I don't know how she ignored the panda part, to be honest, but
Acid panda.
My brain just stopped after I heard acid.
Yeah.
I sold acid.
Very psychedelic. Anyway, welcome to the Unnamed Game Show, the show where we talk about video games, specifically not Star Citizen or Squadron 42, as I am a current employee of Cloud Imperium Games. Although, considering I just admitted to selling psychedelics on the internet, maybe not for much longer. What you been playing, Dave?
all right. Just because we were talking about it a little bit before, I'm going to start with New World because I've been trying out the closed New World beta.
The beta.
The beta. I like it.
What am I talking? Okay, just kidding. Okay, ignore me. Sorry, I'm talking out loud. Continue. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't know. Cass and I were playing some New World this week. It gets a thumbs up from Cass. She's really into it. I am also really into it. I think it's quite good. I think it's got a lot of the bones that it needs to be a good MMO. It doesn't have a subscription, which I love. The price is actually reasonably cheap. It's like $60 instead of like $90.
$40 in the US of A.
$50 Canadian.
Yeah, 50 Canadian is good. I've got a 3080. I didn't have any problems. I just put a frame limit on it and no issues.
I'm Wayne Gretzky. I have no problem playing hockey.
It's a good game. Like, it has some issues. I really hope that they fix them. They've got a month between the close of beta and launch. I really hope that they fix their issues. But So it's done one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in an MMO in my entire life.
What's that?
When you start the game, you don't get to pick where you start. It's not like Final Fantasy or WoW where you pick your race and your race spawns in one spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Final Fantasy does, but okay.
But I think in Final Fantasy you can choose how is it then? I thought it was.
Based on what class you pick.
Oh, based on class. In New World, it's based on nothing. It's just you will randomly start at one of like 4 spawn points.
Wild.
Randomly. So Cass spawned at the very far end of the map from me. And I actually had to... I had to create multiple new accounts because once you do a mission at that spawn location, you are bound to that spawn location and cannot start quests anywhere else. And there's no way for a party member to share quests. None. Mm-hmm. So I had to create a new character and run the entire length of the map so that we could play together, which is really dumb. There's another couple weird things.
Congratulations on surviving your run.
Yeah, I died a couple times actually, but the combat is good. The weapons are mostly good. It needs some more weapons though, and look, the one-handed weapons are fine. They need some more. Only the longsword can be used with a shield. A hatchet or a rapier cannot be used with a shield, so shields are useless. If you're not using a longsword, there's no point to a shield. And the two-handed weapons, the spear, the great axe, and the warhammer. The spear is fine, but the great axe and the warhammer are comically large, like 10 feet big large. And it looks stupid.
Like Cloud's sword?
Bigger.
Monster Hunter?
Kinda, yeah. But it doesn't fit it's just everything else is proper sized and looks semi-realistic, and then there's a warhammer. You're like, ah! Anyway. Other than that, good game. Really good start of an MMO. The spear doesn't look stupid.
UES Warhammer.
Warhammer, yeah. Anyway, I like it. I think it's good. I really hope that they fix some stuff, and I'm looking forward to playing it at launch in September.
Nobody got my joke.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, I got your joke.
Oh, thanks.
I just, didn't respond well to it.
The Warhammer.
Niskabian, I agree as well. I think they need to do something more with New World weapons. They need to have a bit more variety.
And then when you upgrade from like gray to green, it's the same.
Yeah, that was another problem. Like, I think very high level equipment has unique like looks, but I was running around with a gray Warhammer, and then I upgraded to a green Warhammer, and they were identical. Like, there was no difference to the model at all. And it was just like...
It's like very, very basic stuff in 2021.
Yeah. It does. Otherwise, it's good,
Weird.
though. The crafting is fun. The lots of stuff is fun. I like that there's no class system at all. You just start using a weapon, and you gain experience with the weapon, and then you can switch to another weapon and gain experience with that weapon. Like, it's very fluid, which I like, but...
Okay.
In Final Fantasy, do you have to go to someone to change, though? Or can you change... Oh, you can change in the field?
Well, you have to go to somebody to get it, but then you can change any time as long as you're not in combat or in a dungeon.
Okay, so yeah, it's like Final Fantasy, except you don't even have to go to someone to get it. You just get the weapon and equip it.
Yeah, you basically start the job quest, and that's what gives it to you.
Yeah. Anyway,
It takes
it's a good
like 2 minutes.
it's a good game. I like it, especially at the price point. I hope it does well. I hope they continue to support it, unlike every single other Amazon project that has happened. And yeah.
Kemi, the premise is wild.
Yes.
You should just go watch the cinematic trailer. That'll give you a good idea. It's wild.
It's pretty cool. I've also been playing. I finally did it. I picked up a PS5 this week.
Yes.
I found one in stock.
Now that you've done that, David, can
Yeah.
you send it to me and then buy another one for yourself?
I wish. I don't think I'll be. I don't. There are no more in Canada.
Not only that, it weighs like a ton, so it would probably cost a fortune to ship.
Real quick, before you jump into your PS5 adventures,
Yep.
I would like to explain my very brief PS5 adventure that I had last week when shopping for a media center. This is the first time where a console has been so large, I had to consider the dimensions of it when purchasing a TV unit.
I'm
for this
pretty.
TV behind me.
I'm pretty sure it weighs as much as my son.
Yeah. It's bigger than your son.
And I have to say, the design is stupid. It is absolutely stupid.
The hardware is good. The hardware is good. The design is terrible.
Can you see it? No, it's too dark.
Too dark.
But yeah.
It's like really wavy, and I think it's fine if you're standing it up. But I don't have room in my TV stand to stand it up. So I have to lay it on its side. But on its side, it's not flat, so it wobbles.
You didn't get the stand? It comes with the stand.
What stand?
Comes with this little circled stand thing.
What do you do with the circle thing?
You put it on it literally attached to the back. It just hooks onto the back and then you let it rest on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll have to go do that.
So on the back of the PlayStation, you'll see on one of the white flaps, like the symbols of the buttons, like X, O, square, triangle.
Yeah.
like all in a row, and they're like about this wide only on the flap. That's where you put the stand hooks, like on like so that it matches that, and then you set
Okay.
it down.
Anyway,
David,
it's
there you go. There
It's
you go. I dropped the
dumb.
link in chat.
It's super dumb.
oh, that's
but
it's
it will,
apparently that's what you're supposed to do with the little.
yes.
Oh, that's what it's
I don't think it's
for.
obvious at all.
It's not. It is a stupid design.
It's
Stupid
pretty,
design.
though.
Lovely console though.
It's silent, which I love.
Yep.
Which is a far flung future from the PlayStation 4, which is a jet engine.
I have to say the Xbox Series X is really quiet too. Like
Yes.
I've never even noticed it.
Because they're both water cooled, man.
Yep.
It's
Well,
I like it so far. My one complaint would be there aren't too many PS5 exclusive games yet.
Same as
No.
Series X.
Yeah, Series X is the same. That's
Yeah.
new console-itis.
Yeah,
It's
it's
always like this for the first year.
it definitely has new console-itis. I bought 3 games. 2 of them are basically remakes of PS4 games or earlier. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's a new game. I would call that a sequel.
Miles Morales is a sequel, but it's based on like it's the same engine and everything as the PS4 one. It just looks better.
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel, but
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is a sequel to Assassin's Creed 2. That's a whole other game.
yeah, it's true. Anyway, there's that, and I also picked up Demon's Souls, the remake.
Yeah.
Man. So, okay. I got the PS5, right?
Yeah.
I played a little bit of a couple of games, and then Mac got back from her dad's,
Thank you, Shipper.
and
Stole it from you.
she has stolen the console from me entirely.
Ha!
She played through and finished Miles Morales in 2 days.
Finished it?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Start to finish 2 days. She didn't do
That
anything
game-
else.
That game is magnificent. That game is so good. The ending climax is one of the best from last year.
I didn't see it. She played it
Yeah.
entirely on her own, so I don't know.
There's also our audience. I'm not going to spoil it.
That's true.
6-month-old game.
But it
What
looks
is-
good.
On a console no one can buy.
Yeah. It is
It-
so good.
It's a good looking game. I really like the Demon's Souls remake.
Yep.
It
Yep.
looks gorgeous and runs so well. Like
Yep.
I remember
So-
Demon's Souls having problems back in the day of like draw distances and laggy at times, and this is just smooth.
So does Miles. If you turn off ray tracing, it will run at 4K 60. If you want some ray tracing, you can run it at 1440p 60. Or if you want full bore ray tracing, you can run it at 4K 30. So
I went for 4K 30.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of performance ray tracing that drops the resolution a bit. I think it still looks fantastic at that resolution. As long as your TV supports it, which
Yeah.
it's good.
But the
9x9.
the game I've been playing the most on the PS5 is, I think, the best reason to have a PS5 at this moment. Returnal.
Returnal, man. That game
So-
is awesome.
I really like roguelikes. I think that roguelikes are in my top tier of video game genres. Dead Cells is a near perfect game.
Yep.
Just
Play that
straight
again.
up. Dead Cells is phenomenal. Returnal, it's up there.
Yep.
Returnal is really, really good.
For those who don't know, Returnal is made by a studio called Housemarque. Their last big game, we're not Kemi, Dead Cells, not Dead Space, different game. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah. Housemarque.
They made a game called Resogun on the PS3, which is like an arcade like shooter space. It is like 3D Galaga basically. And you can tell that like thing in their brain ventured forth into this. Cuz it's one part roguelike, one part Metroid, and one part bullet hell.
Yep.
And one part horror.
One part psychological science, like space horror.
Yeah.
It's such a good mix, and it is a really hard game.
It's hard.
It's hard. I think I've put probably 10 hours into Returnal at this point.
Yep.
And I'm maybe halfway. I haven't made it past the mid-game boss. Let's put it that way.
Which one?
The giant
Which zone?
the zone derelict.
The desert zone?
No, the one after. Yeah, one after the desert zone. I finished the desert zone.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That game is good. Returnal.
Really good game. It does what a lot of roguelikes don't do, in that, yes, it's got all the roguelike elements. Every time you die, you respawn at the beginning without any of your stuff that you got, and you have to go through again. And it's procedurally generated maps. It's different every time. It's a different run every time. But it also tells a story in really interesting and really creepy ways.
Yep.
It's fantastic. I can't recommend the game more highly. It is. I know that there's going to be more coming to the PS5 down the road, but right now it is the best reason to own a PS5, except for something I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So,
you should Ratchet and Clank. You should play that game.
I just bought 3 games. I'm not buying another one right now.
Oh, I know. Did you play the remake?
2016? No. I started it up last night, but haven't had time.
It's in. Oh, you have it.
Yeah, it was free. I grabbed it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. They
Yeah.
put out a really nice patch for that thing. It's good. Then play Rift Apart, which is maybe my game of the year currently. So
Wow.
it's good.
Jake, what are you playing?
I am playing. I played, other than my ongoing Apex Legends and Final Fantasy 14 adventures. One, I wanted to play this game and I bought it for my Xbox, and immediately when we started to play it, my Xbox controller died, so I just bought this.
Oh no! Ooh, Jake, why?
I like black and white. Okay, you will find that out, especially
I know. In the
very
month.
soon with a much larger purchase that I've made. Also, I wanted a different color from the one that I already have, and this was available.
Should have gone with the Volt, the green one.
Oh,
Oh.
I want your scary controller. You only bought that because you was it your car? Was it you who bought this?
No,
It
Eric
was
bought it.
David.
No, I don't. I've got an old one that I don't need to upgrade.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's so pretty.
It's made with recycled plastic. I bought this one because gray and like light blue is nice.
Yeah. I want to get a custom one eventually, but these ones were on sale for $50. So
That's a good reason.
yeah. So I bought that. I am playing a game by Hazelight Studios, which is one of my favorite developers on Earth, called It Takes Two, and I'm playing it with my wife.
Excellent.
It Takes Two is a co-op only video game. Only. There's no other way to play this game. You cannot play it by yourself at all. They did this also with their last game, which is called A Way Out, which I also very much enjoyed. But I am enjoying this one way more. You play a husband and wife who are getting a divorce, and their daughter decides to curse you. Unknowingly curse you, but curse you nonetheless, to becoming these small dolls. One is made of wood and one is made of clay. You then have to navigate through your like garage back to try and find your daughter. I don't know what happens after that. We got about an hour in before the controller died. It is wonderful. And I actually watched the Girlfriend Reviews review of this game before I started playing it. And I have to agree with them. They said that this game is the game to, like, whenever somebody's like, hey, how do I get my significant other into playing video games with me? The answer has always been, it's complicated. Like, what experience with video games has she had in the past? What experience with video games have they, or what types of like fiction appeal to them? Like, what kinds of TV shows do they like to watch? Anything like that. Now the answer is unequivocally, without any sort of question at all, It Takes Two. That should be the game to introduce what your significant other at any skill level to back into the world of video games. It is super accessible but still challenging, and the reason the way they do that is because the gameplay concepts are all real world concepts. So like toys that they probably played with as a kid. The gameplay concepts are derived from basic things like that. But it's done so brilliantly and so beautifully. This game is stunningly beautiful. That it's just an elegant piece of art. Highly recommend this game for anyone, but especially for somebody looking to get their significant other back into video games. It's also super cheap.
It's 2 copies for like $30 or something, right?
Yeah. Whenever you buy a copy of this game, you get a friend pass that you can give to anybody on the same platform. You can also play it split screen. Well, actually, so here's the thing. You can play it couch co-op or online, but it is always split screen, 100%.
Yeah.
You see both perspectives always on the screen at the same time.
That's kind of interesting.
Yep. A Way Out was the same way. And what's cool is like when it's focusing on one character or the other, like it'll actually like change the ratio of the split screen to accommodate.
Very cool.
Yep. It's extremely good. Highly recommend. If you want a game by this wonderful developer and you don't have anyone to play a game with, highly recommend their first game, which is called The Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Eric,
It Takes Two. Play it.
Eric,
It's
what have you been
$40
playing?
MSRP. I got it on sale for $30.
I want to pick it up.
Well,
It's gonna happen at some point.
so I'm currently conquering England. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Killing all sorts of dudes. This is another game. It's not normally difficult, really. But when you run into bosses, it's not easy at all. Bosses in Valhalla are hard. Like, really hard. There's a lot of guys in that game that can one-shot you. Which is not like a couple, it's like dozens.
Yep.
Very early on in that game, they're like, hey, you can also kill these knights that are wandering around the countryside. And you're like, oh, I wonder what level those knights are that I'm apparently supposed to attack at like level 10. They're level 90. The first ones in the game are level 90. And a couple times as I've leveled up, I've like tried to attack them to see what would happen. And they're like, oh, one shot in the head, dead. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll wait a few levels. So I'm hoping that gets a little easier at some point. But it's not bad. It actually provides a really nice sense of like foreboding when you're out in the wilderness, because you're normally like kicking ass and killing guys, and then you're like, oh, there comes one of the knights. I'm gonna die. I am absolutely astonished at the sheer amount of gameplay in Valhalla. They are like, it was like they went to like here with the gameplay, and then someone's like, well, what if we did more? And then they did more, and then they're like, well, what if we did more than that? And then they did more, and it just kept going for a while. It's really, really good. The graphics are great. The gameplay is quite good. There are very few bugs, but the bugs that there are really funny most of the time. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Right. Oh, yeah. And so far, I'm actually really liking the story. Even like I'm not super deep into the story, but what I have seen of it is really good. Really good performances by the actors involved.
Yes.
And yeah,
And they're finally adding one-handed swords.
There are no. Oh, maybe there aren't any one-handed.
There are no one-handed swords. They are being added shortly during an in-game event.
That's
there are
weird.
going to be one-handed swords.
I guess they really wanted you to use an axe since you're a Viking.
Axes or two-handed swords, but
well, there's quite a few different weapons, but I'm surprised there weren't any one-handed swords. That's kind of funny.
it was a big complaint people had for a long time, but they're being added.
Well, yeah, because Vikings also used one-handed swords, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah. And because enemies in the game use them.
Oh, yeah, they do too, don't they?
Yeah.
Also, okay, huge, giant, massive plus for this game. So, because it's just great. You fight a very wide range of enemies with different abilities and different weapons and different armor sets. And if you do a stun attack to kill an enemy, you use their own weapon to kill them. Which can just have spectacular results. Like, when you kill a pikeman, Eivor grabs the pike and shoves it like down through their chest into the ground and pins them in the ground. It's impressive. Or, the giant double-bladed axe and just like chops them in half. But it's just a really well fleshed out game. There's so many games that come out now that have like hardly any content. You're like, what were you doing for the last 6 years? And then there's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it's just like, holy shit.
Yep.
90
There's
hours
so
later.
much to do. I'm 45 hours in, and I get the very strong sense from the way the game is going that I'm like at the beginning.
I am going to play this game someday.
You can
And,
mainline the quest. I did a straight run of the, not even the main quest. I'm still working on the main quest. I did the expansion content, the Ireland content, and I just ran through that main quest line.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an expansion, and just the main quest line of that took me like 12 hours of the expansion.
Of just the expansion, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Massive game.
I have a very specific complaint, and it help. Whatever. I'll just complain about it, and you guys can take it however you want. There is nudity in this game,
Yep.
which I support and agree with. However, it is extremely unevenly applied and makes no sense whatsoever. There is a nudist camp in the game, and everyone is clothed. And for a long time, people thought this was a bug, and they haven't fixed it. It's been like a year. Then there are some nudity parts later, but then they also like covered up the breasts on all the statues with like shells to make sure you couldn't see them. And it's just really weird choice of censorship when they even have like a menu option to turn it off and on. And if you Google it out there's some pretty dark complaints about that because it seems very strange what they did. Especially since like one of the first quests you get when you get to England is like, hey, there's this nudist camp and you have to deal with it. And nobody is nude, and it's like, what's going on? And they act like they are, like everything they say indicates they are, and it's very weird. It kind of brings you out of the game, and you're like, okay, I wonder what executive had a problem with this quest. So that was strange, but overall game is excellent. I think I'll probably be playing it for the rest of the year.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. One of the things, a good example here. You're, and this is well known about the game, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything, but you get to build a settlement at one point in the game. It's not a quick process in any way. Gathering the materials to build is slow. And
nothing
and
about
I'm
the
like-
game is a quick process.
I'm like looking around. I'm like, there's space in my settlement for like 20 to 30 buildings already, and it goes up. And I've built like 4. I'm like, where do I get all these resources from? What's happening?
You haven't unlocked river raids yet.
I did
Wait till-
unlock River.
Oh,
Raids,
you
but
got-
They don't help you build anything though.
No, but they are just an extra, like...
That was what put me over the limit. Of like, okay, they were just bored and wanted to add more content to the game, because river raids are just like, hey, why don't we just add a bunch more content that is somewhat separate from the main game, and it's just a whole lot of fun raiding things.
Yep.
And yeah, they definitely have the Assassin's Creed formula like locked down now. They know exactly what they're doing. It actually gives me a lot of confidence that Assassin's Creed Infinity could be done really well.
Yep.
And anyway, I've ranted for a while about this game, but it really is really good. It's gonna go my second favorite Assassin's Creed game. Nothing will ever beat Black Flag unless they make a Black Flag 2.
Which, who knows, that would be great to throw into AC Infinity.
It would be. I mean, you got amazing ship combat there. Let's think that's about it for me in terms of what I'm playing. I'm just playing Valhalla. There's no way I can play anything else right now. It's taking up all my time. So, all right, we're done with the first segment segment 0. I apologize. 44 minutes into the show.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's on to, excuse me, the accurately named segment 2, one game you want. Let's start with Jake. Jake, what's one game you want? And while Jake talks about the one game he wants, I want to know what people in the chat want.
What do you want?
What do you want, people in the chat? Tell me.
I know.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Sugar's gonna say Bloodlines 2.
Cassie,
Yes.
I just made a Spice Girls reference, and you didn't even blink. I am incredibly disappointed.
David, you make Spice Girl references every day.
Hate to break it to you, man, but your wife is funnier than you are.
I know she's funnier than I am.
Oh, man.
Hey, I married up.
Anyway.
Just a thumbs up.
Listen.
Oh, man.
My real answer is time. I want time to play.
Right?
I tweeted this yesterday, but I feel like I've been building IKEA furniture for like 4 years straight. But it's really only been like a week and a half.
Oh, man.
Parker, you want Excite Bike? My dude, you could get Excite Bike pretty easily. There's Excite Bike on the NES, and then there's Excite Truck on the Wii, which is also good actually. My fake answer, but like the video game that I actually do want really bad is Tales of Arise, which comes out very soon, about a month and a half. That game, and there's only really like 3 games I'm looking forward to this year is Tales of Arise, Kena Bridge of Spirits, and Horizon if it still comes out this year, which it might not.
Forza?
Nah. I'll play it, but I'm not like chomping at the bit, you know.
I feel like there's some other good things coming. I'm just trying to remember what they are.
There's not a lot, dude. This was the year that COVID impacted.
I suppose. Psychonauts
Halo.
2.
Halo.
Oh yeah. If Halo does in fact come out this year, I am definitely excited for that.
I think it'll hit.
Sable.
I was mostly thinking of games that I have to pay for.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You just get that one.
Both Psychonauts 2 and Halo I do not have to pay for.
Metroid Dread is this year.
Yeah. I'm also not paying for that one, but not because of a Game Pass.
How are you not paying for that one?
My roommate's buying it, and I will play it when they're
Oh
finished.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I wish. Oh wait,
it's
there's
great.
there's also Endwalker.
I've already said Endwalker like
It's
5
true, you
times.
have. That's true.
And
That's
I'm not
fair.
even going to be able to play Endwalker when Endwalker comes out. Because I will probably be somewhere in Stormblood by that point.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm only level 53, okay? I need
You need time. You need time.
But one of my other roommates just got into it also, so that'll be a good motivator.
Nice.
Final Fantasy 14. It's good. It is the MMO you should play right now because the other big one that's out right now.
We're gonna talk about that.
We're about to talk about. David,
Eric?
what's the game you want?
Oh, me? Okay.
Too bad. I overrid you. Eric, sit down. I don't know why I got so aggressive.
You're really aggressive today, Jake. Are you okay?
Jake,
Do you need a
I'm
hug?
not sure. I'm not sure how short you think I am, but I'm actually already sitting down.
You're also quite tall, so I want. So I'm going back to the PS5 because I've got a new PS5, and there's a couple games that I really want for the PS5. No, there's one game that I want for the PS5 right now. Shiver.
All right. Real quick. I can't put this link in chat.
I can permit you.
I hope this person is watching this stream and they know what they've done. So there's a member of the Star Citizen community. Real quick. I need to tell this story because you will laugh.
Okay.
There's a member of the Star Citizen community named Nargos Voj. I'm not going to pronounce that correctly, and I'm too lazy to spell it. But just when you see that type of name out there, you know that's who I'm talking about. Also, I don't want to out him in case he doesn't want to be outed. I mean, I sort of outed it. Anyway.
You just did. It's okay.
He sends me a direct message on Discord right now. And all it is a link to onlyfans.com/his username. I'm like...
I click it.
Do I click that?
Do I not click
Is
it?
it safe?
I clicked it. I needed to know. And I had to link OnlyFans to one of my Google accounts in order to see what it was. Because that's how OnlyFans works. Which makes sense when you think about it. It's not an Escapians OnlyFans. He's just posting screenshots of stars with extremely suggestive captions.
Oh, that's amazing.
Such as, I managed to fit them all in. Take a big load. Double trouble.
You should give him VIP for that.
Oh my god. You should.
10 out of 10.
I don't think you can.
I love my job. Did you all see the I know you guys did. Shiver, did you see the meat captcha? I need to post that in chat real quick.
The meat captcha's great.
That was good. That was good. I like that.
Permit me real quick.
Yeah.
I need to share this with the class.
It says you're not on.
What? I'm logged in.
Who you log?
Just type my name.
Jake? I'm getting no matches. Maybe that's on that. Here, let me try again.
Did you spell it correctly?
Yeah, I started with the J.
Just type exclamation point permit my name. There we go. All right. There it is.
Meat captcha.
Which one's Crusader?
Actually,
I love
no,
that.
which just makes me too much of a Star Citizen nerd.
I also know.
Oh, it's pretty easy. The top right one, the second on the left, and the bottom two on the right.
Yes. Well, no, it's the opposite. But yes.
Look, the top right one is bacon.
Yeah, you said the top. You did it in completely
Yes,
back.
that was the joke, Jake. That was the joke.
Not a good joke. All right, Eric, what do you want to play?
Yeah,
What are you going out?
she's the funny one. I'm not the funny one.
David.
What? I might have just
I
hit
have
Cass
two.
in the face as I went over to point at Cass.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Listen, Cass, you still have time. You haven't married him yet.
Jake is saying you have time to run away. You haven't married me yet.
Oh, man.
You have time. Just go. Take everything. Leave him with an empty. Leave him with an empty house. Leave him with an empty house. Just do
Jake.
nothing.
Whose friend are you?
I'm Cass' friend.
So he's my friend.
Yeah. I mean, that's clear. From day
We're
one.
besties.
Yeah.
Me and Jake go way back
Way back.
to Texas.
I haven't met Cass in person yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We're
Well,
internet
that's something
besties.
you better.
Yeah.
That's something you better fix then.
Yeah. Once the world stops being on fire, she can
Yeah.
travel down.
I don't know.
Well,
if
you're
I
gonna have
wanna
to go to
travel.
Montreal
Being
eventually.
Being said, I am going to
Oh,
Montreal at some
Jake,
point.
when are you
so
coming up?
Yeah.
Next year, 100%.
Next year.
Okay, I'm gonna be there. I'm
100%.
coming at the same time.
All right. We're
Listen, you
currently
organize a
hosting
party in
Jake
Ottawa,
and
I'll go
Eric
to-
at
I'll
our
go to that.
house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't you know that?
Nope.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yes, because we're besties. We've already talked about it.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Me and Cass don't have to talk. We have a psychic bond.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I
Where
have
the hell
two
were
games
we?
I want to talk about.
Yes,
Yeah.
go.
One is just one that's been on my radar for.
Wait, did I? No, no, hang on. Did I even talk about the game that I want?
No, you did not.
Go, Eric. Screw David.
David, go ahead. I'll wait.
I want Final Fantasy VII on PS5.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Intergrade or whatever it is, because I never played FF7 way back when it was on PS7.
It's a really
Two.
good game.
One
So,
PS.
David, you don't have to necessarily remember Intergrade. Just buy a copy of Final Fantasy VII specifically for PS5.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all
Yeah.
you need to know.
So I'm gonna do that. That's probably the next game I'll pick up for the PS5 once I'm done everything else. Will be the FF7, just because one, I hear that it's a really, really good remake, and two, I never played the original FF7 way back, and I feel like it's part of the cultural lexicon, and I should play it.
That's entirely fair.
Go, Eric.
It's real good.
So I have two.
It's
One is
extremely liberal.
Hard Space Shipbreaker, which has been around for a while, but is still in early access, and I want to wait for it to be done before I play it. So I want it, but I'm not going to buy it yet.
On that note, before we move on. On Twitter, do you follow Gaumi?
No, who
No.
is that?
That's her Twitter handle. I don't remember. I think her first name is Jennifer.
Jennifer Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow her. She's great.
She's wonderful. On Twitter is at GAOHMEE. You will know you're in the right place when you find the verified account with bright pink hair.
Yep. I follow her. She's great.
She is lead game designer on Hard Space Shipbreaker. And she is fantastic.
Yep. I actually picked it
What
up
is her name?
because she was talking about. I can't remember. I think they were getting some flack for the game and people being shits, and she was having a hard time with it. And I was like, you know what? It's on sale. She's a good person.
Yep.
I'm buying it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks really interesting, but I do want to wait for it to be done.
Yeah, I bought it and I'm doing the same. I'm just waiting.
So, the other one that I wanted to mention is one that is on my wish list, and we've seen before, and it is coming out next week.
Oh.
And this game is called Starmancer.
Oh yeah. That's out
And
next week.
next week it is
Oh
out.
my god.
As it says on the early access page, the two-person dev team has been working on it for 6 years, and it is basically it is a space station building game, and yeah. This is the description. Obey protocol or go rogue as you take on the role of a powerful AI in Starmancer. Build bustling spaceports, secret laboratories, and incubators of mysterious eggs. Defend against starvation, sabotage, and space zombies. Don't worry, you can always grow more humans.
And it's got like that tactics pixel isometric feel to it. Oh, it looks
Looks great.
Looks really, really, really good. I'm excited for that. And I hope it's awesome. It is it's coming out August 5th.
Is on all 3 of our wish lists plus Shiver.
Yep.
And there is the link. Just dropped it into
It is beautiful.
our chat.
Look at this.
I also want to say there's something I just remembered. There's something coming out on Game Pass that I've wanted for a while next week, which is exciting. Which is the Ascent.
Ascent?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get some Ascent going.
That's this week, sir.
Oh shit! It is. It's 2 days from now.
That's like Tuesday or Thursday.
Thursday. The Ascent.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Looks good.
1 day, 14 hours. Sorry.
Excellent.
Niskavian, I 100% agree. Canadian sitcom needs to happen. There's a dev studio up here.
It's fine.
I would love to.
I'm sure you would.
Is my answer.
Hey, we could just have everyone sit around a fire and have poutine.
I'm good with that. I mean, if it's in Montreal, Montreal's got food.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Montreal or
All right.
Toronto, both of them have food. Just don't come to Ottawa.
Yeah.
Well,
No, do
you
come
could
to Ottawa.
there and just eat, you could just come there and eat shawarma for days
Yeah.
on end.
Oh, so good. The best shawarma in the world. Okay. Wow. We've made it to the
news.
Thorth.
Segment 4.
We've made it. No. We've made it to the Thorth segment. Segment Thor. News. So
We should. That should be. It should be Thor's hammer with the number 4 on it.
I would do that if I had any artistic skill whatsoever.
Hey, chat. make David an emote, please.
Thor's hammer with the number 4 on it. The Thorth segment.
The Thor. And then everybody
Oh, my.
spam Thorth.
All right, so there's not a ton of news today.
I want to touch on the top one last.
Yeah,
If you
Yeah,
can.
kind of me.
yeah, I'm okay with that. It's just where I wanted to start with listing because it's the first thing that sprung to mind. But we'll cover that last. We all saw the Steam Deck last week.
Yeah.
Apparently, Valve have said that every single game they've tested on it is meeting or their goal basically is to get everything to meet a 30 FPS frame rate
Frame rate.
That makes
Uh,
sense.
At 800p.
at
That
800p.
makes sense.
Yep.
That's
That
what the
sound-
Switch can do.
That sounds.
I am a little bit skeptical.
They say
is
that everything.
Yeah.
They say that everything they've played on it plays at 30
Have they
FPS.
played Cyberpunk
Apex
yet?
Legends.
Apex, I don't believe it does because it has anti-cheat that doesn't work on the system yet, and they're trying to fix that. That's a problem with. Honestly, it's a problem with all of the most popular games on Steam: Apex, Destiny, a couple others.
Everything that uses easy anti-cheat, which is a lot of video games.
Yes,
figure it out.
but they have said that they are working with Linux and Easy Anti-Cheat to fix that problem.
Oh.
They have a lot of money.
The other solution is to just install Windows.
Yeah, which you can.
Yes, which you can, but it's not by default.
Yeah.
Also, Windows might weigh down the console a fair amount.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
Still
true.
looks like an interesting idea. If they can get everything to run at 30 FPS on it, then you know what? That's perfectly acceptable.
I wonder if you could do
Oh, wait a second. Can you? Here's my question.
Yeah.
Can you install? Actually, you wouldn't even need Windows. It would be really funny to watch somebody playing Nintendo games via an emulator on Linux on a Steam Deck.
Oh yeah,
That'd be good. I like it.
that'd be awesome. If you could put a web browser on there, you could play Game Pass games pretty easily.
I'm sure it's
Good
going to
point.
happen. It's going to happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wanted to talk.
no,
Sorry, go ahead.
I want a Steam Deck in like 3 generations.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, the
I
first one.
absolutely want one. Like that's not even a question. But
Yeah, I want.
Like, give me a 1080p 60 screen, and I'm golden.
Better
And a
screen
little
and,
better performance.
and better battery life.
Yeah,
Performance?
60, yes.
Performance, I don't really care about.
I
But-
just don't really believe them. I think that they're saying all the right things, but I have a hard time believing it runs Cyberpunk
Yeah.
at 30 FPS.
Yep. Yep.
I don't think it does.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Battlefield Portal was announced.
Dude, Battlefield Portal is so freaking cool.
Yes.
It's so cool.
The idea is Battlefield 2042 is coming out. It's going to have its own maps, but it's going to have essentially a game mode called Portal, where they're adding in maps from Battlefield 1942, Battlefield 3, Battlefield. I don't remember the other two. Anyway, they're taking four of
Bad,
the.
Lunch.
Bad Company 2. So 2042, 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3.
Yeah. So they're taking old maps from the old games, which some of the maps are great. They're adding those maps into the new game, updating them, adding destructible environments, adding the weather that's sort of the thing about 2042.
Like, completely overhauling them.
Complete.
This huge undertaking.
Yeah. But then they're also giving players control of the settings in those maps. So you can set up 100 or like 50 World War II soldiers against one squad of Battlefield 2042 soldiers.
They put Halo Forge in Battlefield is what they did.
Yeah. You
And I'm here for it.
It's great. One of the things in the trailer, you see a whole bunch of like World War II soldiers with their knives, and you see a whole bunch of Battlefield like modern day soldiers with the shock paddles, which was a way you could kill other people in Battlefield 3. And it's just a 60v6 or 30v30 knife fight. But you're able to customize all kinds of game modes and game rules using a whole bunch of different tools, all in Battlefield Portal. Can't wait. I think it sounds great. I'm really glad that they've added that. It seems like they're bringing fun back to Battlefield with this one. My favorite memories of Battlefield 1942 were knife fights on the wings of airplanes, where one person would take off in a giant bomber and two people would start either wing and they'd inch their way along the wings and then have a knife fight on the wings of the airplane as it was flying. That was good Battlefield. And they're bringing that sort of let's just have some fun back. So I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's awesome.
Want to mention it just because we mentioned the Steam equivalent last week. I think it's still on. Yeah, the Epic Summer Sale is on right now. They've got some savings on stuff over on Epic Game Store.
Yes.
I don't think they're doing a free $10 coupon this time, which they've done other times. But they still have some good savings on good stuff if there's something over on EGS you want.
Yep.
What else? Right. You should all know that I like Genshin Impact because Genshin Impact is a good game.
It's very good.
Good game. They actually added a whole bunch of new stuff to the game. It just got its biggest update ever. I haven't even jumped into it because I got a PS5, but lots of new to Genshin.
You could play it on your PS5.
I know, I'm going to, so that I can get the next thing that they've added, which, and this one, it really surprised me, to be honest. They're doing a crossover between Genshin Impact and Horizon Zero Dawn. So Aloy, the main character from Horizon, is going to be a playable character in Genshin.
I'm here for it. Aloy was already in Fortnite. I would watch a Horizon Zero Dawn anime. Like not even. A
Oh
question.
yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
That would be.
Oh man,
that
that-
would make a great anime.
That was so good.
Basically, Horizon Zero Dawn feels like somebody who took an anime and made a realistic game out of it.
Yeah.
It's so good. I
My
would watch it second.
my only thought on this is, given that Genshin are now doing crossovers, and that Genshin is coming to the Switch, it only makes sense for them to add Link as a playable character on the Switch on Genshin.
They should also just add anime people.
Yes.
Put in Tanjiro from Demon Slayer in Genshin Impact. Also, if none of you have watched Demon Slayer, you need to fix that.
Haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, just fix that.
Okay. Demon Slayer.
It is, as Shiver can probably tell you, it's a bit of a zeitgeist going on in Japan right now.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I think it's the highest grossing film ever in Japan.
Really?
No, yeah.
Oh, it's a film.
There's one season of the anime and then a film is also
Okay.
out. It's
Cool.
fantastic. It's fantastic.
I'll
And it's animated in 3D like the Dragon Prince.
Oh, geez, it's playing in 20 minutes over at the Cineplex over here. I should go take it.
Oh, there
Take a look.
you go. Drop the show.
What's that, Cass?
Demon Slayer's better.
Do you want to go watch the Demon Slayer anime movie?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
I mean, who
Shiver,
wouldn't?
Please, I'm not the one who said this, okay?
If you can get a babysitter.
Hey, Eric, do you want to fly down and babysit so Cass and I can go watch Demon Slayer?
20
It's
minutes.
not 10 minutes.
Hey Shiver, have you invented that transporter yet?
Shiver.
He has. Shiver has invented the transporter, but there's no room to put it in his house, so.
Me and Shiver
Oh,
were
right.
talking about Akihabara for I don't know why. Oh no, because I was watching high resolution footage of someone just walking around Akihabara, which was beautiful. But literally everywhere they looked, Demon Slayer was everywhere. It's
Really?
probably called something else in Japan, but that's what it's called here in the U.S. It's got the plaid boy. He's wearing green and black squares. He has
Plaid
a big
boy.
sword.
All right.
And he carries his sister on his back in a backpack.
Dead Space.
Yes, Dead Space is getting a full remake from the ground up. Holy moly!
Yeah, I need to play this game. I never played it the first time around, like any of them.
Dead
I need to
Space
do it.
1 was good. Dead Space 2 was excellent.
Do you know what's cool? Do you know what's really cool?
What's that?
What's that?
EA Motive is making it.
Oh, wow.
They're the ones who did Star Wars Squadrons,
Yep.
and I'm very excited. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
I think it literally says that on the title card also,
probably.
like next to it. So that's just me being lazy. I think it's literally called Demon Slayer : Kimetsu no Yaiba. Which does that just mean Demon Slayer? Because that would be funny. Because then it's Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer.
Is it on Netflix?
Probably not.
Oh man.
I have a Funimation subscription, so I
Oh, yeah, I don't.
watch everything. It's only $6. It's beautiful.
No, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, season 1.
Oh, there you go.
It's on
Watch
Netflix.
it. Do not watch it with your children. But
Okay.
You should watch.
Okay, cool.
It's extremely upsetting.
All right. Yeah, Dead Space remakes announced. You know, I seem to have noticed a trend in the last 2 years of a lot of remakes of old games.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though, is this is very out of the ordinary for EA. EA has only done 2 No, sorry. They've done 2 remasters, which is Burnout Paradise and the Mass Effect trilogy.
Yeah.
And they've only done 1
Remake.
remake, which was Command and Conquer.
Command and Conquer.
Which, by the way,
Excellent.
play that. It's very good. Oh, thanks, Shiver. Yeah, so
Blade of Demon
it is
Destroyer.
actually just Demon Slayer twice in the United States. But that's cool.
No, I think it's Demon Slayer, the Blade of Demon Slaying.
Oh, that's pretty cool though.
I like it.
It's very anime.
If your metal band is called Demon Slayer and your first album is the Blade,
Blade of Demon Slaying.
Yeah.
I love
Easy.
it.
Easy money.
Awesome.
And you just keep that running, right?
They're making-
the Blade of Demon Slaying, the Axe of Demon Slaying, the fuzzy pink Shiver Slipper. Shiver Slipper.
Shiver gave me a
Shiver's fun.
compliment. Thanks, Shiver. I watch a lot of anime.
Shiver, I purposefully butcher all pronunciations.
Everything.
Yeah, it's like whenever these
It's a
guys
shtick.
talk about whenever these guys talk about the hit video game franchise from Sega, Yakuza,
Yakuza.
it makes my skin crawl a little bit. Because that is not how
Yakuza.
you
It's double O, right?
Yakuza.
No. It's Yakuza.
I do know that. I did
And it's also
take some
people
Japanese,
say
but
Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
it's Pokemon.
It's Pokemon.
Isn't there actually an accent on the E, or did that
Yes,
disappear?
but
Yeah, Pokemon.
in Japan, that's what it means. Is Pokemon.
Oh, you guys are silly.
Yeah, but thank you, Shiver. It is solely because of how much anime I watch. Like 100%.
And our second last bit of news before we get into the serious news. You know what? Actually, I've got a suggestion. Why don't we do this news, do the free shit, and yell about the...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, our last bit of news, Netflix is making moves to enter video games.
Yes.
We
But,
talked about this last week.
oh, we did?
Did we?
didn't watch the show last week.
I
I'm sorry.
don't remember last week. I apologize.
All right, Netflix is making video games, mobile games only, in case you missed the last week's show.
Only or just
now.
first?
For now.
For now.
I think it's I think it's really smart, especially with how they're doing it. They're doing it as like an additional service offering to basically make their customers happy.
You sign in with your same Netflix credentials.
Yep.
And that's it. That's
you
all.
have games. Congratulations.
All right.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what comes out of that long term.
Yeah.
Segment.
Yeah.
Segment. Get your free shit.
We
This
said
week-
this already, but Verdun and Defense Grid. Or no, was that last week? That was last week.
No,
that's this week is Defense Grid and Verdun.
I thought that was last week.
I just confirmed today it's Defense Grid and
I'm
Verdun.
looking at it right now in Epic Game Store.
Next week actually is great. I'm Mother Gun
For some
Ship.
reason, I have lost all audio because I opened the Epic Game Store.
That sounds about right.
Can you hear us yet, Jake? Jake,
I closed
can you
it,
hear
and now
us?
it's back. Hello.
Oh, weird.
Hello.
Hey, Jake.
All right.
Can you hear us now?
For some reason, the way I have my audio configured, everything will cause my audio to stop. I don't know what it is.
That's a lot of ways for your audio to stop.
Everything.
Niskavian, No Man's Sky actually isn't on Epic Game Store.
What? Really?
Apparently. I just searched it. Not there.
I'm pretty sure I have it on the Epic Game Store.
I just searched and didn't
I can't
turn up
open it
anything.
right
Apparently you can't.
Yeah.
No,
No,
No
it's
Man's
not on
Sky
there.
is not there.
Wild.
But it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Just
All
put it
right.
on Game, dude. Niskavian, if you don't have Game Pass, what are you doing with your life?
Probably some more important things than having Game Pass, but Game Pass is a good addition.
It's included. You get 130 something games.
I might argue that Game Pass is the best ongoing subscription service.
Yep.
Yep. I don't
Like-
disagree with that at all.
It
Especially
is-
for people who already had, for those of us like me who already had an Xbox Live subscription, it was like, okay,
Yep.
sure.
Game Pass is the best ongoing subscription, better than Netflix, Disney Plus, anything else. Game Pass is the
Disney
best.
Plus is gaining real hard though.
Disney Plus is. Oh man, Loki.
Boy, Loki is good.
Oh,
All right,
I bet I haven't watched it yet.
you need to watch it.
you need to
Don't
watch it.
overhype it.
Try to
Okay,
yell about something serious.
Section 8. I don't know, yell about something. And you know what? We haven't yelled about something in a while. Not for real, but
I got
lot of-
I got good ones this time.
a lot of shit has come out this week. And before we really get into it, I'm going to sum it all up and just say fuck Blizzard.
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really sad that we had to wait for a lawsuit for this to actually come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's do a quick rundown for anyone that doesn't know.
I don't want to talk about specifics on this
No.
show.
We're not going to talk about specifics. We're going to talk about the general. So a lawsuit came out this week, basically alleging.
By the state of California, no less.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't just like a bunch of people. This is the state of California.
Government is suing Blizzard Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For absolutely horrible and disgusting practices that are completely discriminatory and
It is
I don't know.
the textbook definition of a toxic work environment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of
To the
stories
absolute
of
degree.
yeah. And there's lots of stories coming out, and a lot of people are talking about what Blizzard has done to them, and the stories are horrendous. They are disgusting. They don't belong in video gaming, and I want to say at the same time, neither do any of the people that are defending Blizzard.
Yep.
Anyone defending Blizzard can. What's something incredibly painful and vulgar that they can go to? Oh,
I think that's probably a good enough description.
yeah,
you got it.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
here, and I'm. We don't need to talk about the people who work at Blizzard because they've been talked about enough.
Yeah.
Here's a couple things that I definitely want to talk about, and it's a weird thing to say because it's new, but as somebody who works in the industry, there is nothing more important because the companies who treat their employees right, the companies who intentionally make sure that they support both talent and diversity in equal measure, and the companies who support all of their staff and do not discriminate for any reason in every way, those are the companies who deserve your business. And That's good.
That's good. I like it. I like it.
Anyone who defends Blizzard could go play Warcraft 3 Reforged. Woo! Whew, what a train wreck that was. And
The wreckest
I
of trains.
am privileged, as well as many of my colleagues who you'll see me retweet and all that stuff, to work for a company who values every single person who works for them, no matter who they are. And that's the environment that needs to be cultivated. And in my opinion, you should try your absolute hardest in any way possible to not support those companies. Now, what I'm going to say is going to sound weird at first, but if you play World of Warcraft or Diablo or Overwatch or StarCraft, please do not feel guilty if you won't or can't stop playing those games, for two reasons. Number one, the people who perpetuate this type of culture are typically in management and not necessarily the people who day to day actually build the games you love.
And there will be some that are doing the building, but it's the ones in management that ignore it, that allow it, that perpetuate it, and that is the problem. It's the turning the blind eye towards it. It's the laughing it off in conferences. It's ignoring it.
I actually have three reasons I lied instead of two. The second reason is many people's social environments and that entire structure of their friends usually comes from places like that, and that's totally understandable. You can't just abandon the way you communicate with your friends.
I am still buying Diablo 2 Resurrected because a lot of my best friends and I grew up in high school playing Diablo 2 nonstop, and we are all getting D2 Resurrected to play it again.
Here's the thing.
They matter.
Is that well, yeah, but here's the thing. Blizzard needs to change.
Yes.
They do not need to burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And number three, the biggest place to hurt Blizzard in their wallet is to play games that are already out and are online services.
Like Diablo 2. Don't subscribe to WoW, but play the hell out of.
If that's your game, that's fine.
Yeah.
But also just play that. No. Here's how you stick it to them. Play StarCraft.
Actually, you know how you stick it to them?
It is both an online service and a franchise they do not care about anymore. Play StarCraft.
You know how you stick it to Blizzard? Listen to the people that are telling the stories now and support them. And when someone says, like, there are a lot of absolutely junk human beings out there that are, shit talking people coming out with their stories. When you see that, call them out on it.
Yep.
And
let it happen.
Yep.
I want to stress this as well, because there are some people who doubt the legitimacy of these claims. An open letter was just signed by 1,500 developers at Blizzard. This is not this happened to a couple people. This is a pervasive amount of that culture that needs to change.
Yeah.
The number is now 2,600.
2,600. There's also going to be a walkout tomorrow, so Blizzard is effectively shutting down tomorrow.
And actually, that's something you can do. Just don't play any Blizzard games during that time.
Blizzard games tomorrow.
Yeah.
Specifically tomorrow.
But the key thing to note in this is that these things do happen. They happen a lot in this industry. partially because the industry is basically not unionized at all. Unions help fight against stuff like this and are, in my personal opinion, important. But we have to, as people that play video games, care about the people that are making them, because they are humans too. They matter
And
a lot.
we're kind of preaching to the choir because people in the Star Citizen community, which is Relay's primary audience, it skews toward really caring about developers because we put the cameras in front of them. You know their names, you know what they do, you know how much work goes into a project like this. And that isn't the case for any other game.
Yeah.
But you need to treat every other game the same way, because it is people just trying to, one, make a living, and two, they're 99% of the people who are in this industry aren't in it for the money. They're in it because they love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because guess what? Unless you're a top tier executive, there's not that much money in it.
The other thing that I wanted to say, Jake, is one of the things that Star Citizen fans, at least those of us that are sane, also see is what comes from a company that cares about and supports its staff. You get better. Well, you get better work out of it. When you've got people that are comfortable coming in and putting in the time and like to come in after time and work extra and want to be doing the
people to go home. Yeah.
When they want to be doing the job because they love the people and the work that they're doing, you get better work. Everyone benefits if video games are made in respecting, competent environments. We all get better games, and the developers have, lives that aren't shit. So listen to Blizzard employees. Don't listen to Blizzard themselves. I've read a couple of the executive level statements, and they are disgusting.
Yeah. To be fair, J. Allen Brax was better. But
what's her
still
name?
Pretty terrible. J. Allen Brack being the president of Blizzard. But the open letter calls all of those statements insulting, which I agree with.
I don't remember what her name was, but I think it was I don't remember what position she had. One exec at a high level position was basically saying these are 10-year-old allegations that have nothing to do with where we are. Yeah. That was.
I don't think when your entire staff is currently infuriated with the working conditions that it's all old news.
It's okay though. It's okay though. Activision brought her on straight from the George W. Bush war
good.
room. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
Just stand in solidarity with the Blizzard devs. They're wonderful people for the most part. And there's tons of people who I work with who used to work for Blizzard, so I know that they are wonderful people because I talk to them every day. And stick by the people who do the nitty gritty. It's not all about the directors and the exec producers and any of that.
There a lot is made, and Shiver can probably attest to this. A lot is made about a high profile writer disappearing on a game that still isn't out yet.
Wow, that was super hard to figure out what you're doing.
No idea what I'm referencing, right?
Yep.
Which is important, but you know what? You know who's still making the game? It's all the people that were making the game in the first place and actually making the game. So stick with the people that are making the games.
Yep.
Because they make the games. Anyway. Yeah, it's been
Final
a
Fantasy 14.
yeah. Now is a
You want
great.
to see a guy? You want to talk about somebody in upper management who absolutely loves everyone they work with and the game that they're making? It's Yoshi P, man, director of FF14. He saved that game from the brink.
It was bad. God, it was bad. Yeah, that's it. I don't really want to get into any more specifics. There's a lot more we could talk about if
You could easily find
Google it. Yeah. If you want to find it, do so, but it's pretty bad.
Keep an eye out on Twitter for people who have a blue heart next to their name. Those are Blizzard devs who are going to be walking out tomorrow. So,
Excellent.
yep.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not, Shiver. Japan has implemented a 5-day working week now. Fridays are
Real?
day off.
That's kind of awesome.
Oh, to make a
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
wait. What days are off?
I knew Japan's
Funny.
pure capitalism would would correct that swiftly.
Oh boy.
So Friday and Saturday are.
Jeez.
Oh, so
Used to have Saturday and
Yeah.
Sunday off, and now
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh,
people-
we're gonna give you Fridays off, but you have to work on Sunday, so to
Yeah,
make
people
up for
would
it."
work Monday through Saturday.
Oh boy.
Japan has 6-day work weeks.
Oh,
what
I
the
see.
hell?
Yeah.
Oh, right, it does too. Yeah, and then of course, what was it? Microsoft tried a 4-day work week, and they're like, "Actually, we got way more work done."
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Weird.
Yep.
yeah,
4-day work weeks. It's I did a bunch of research on this a long time ago, and lots of this is actually based to one guy who developed the idea of cubicle farms. Right? If everything was the same and everything was in cubicles and everyone would be doing the same work and you could watch over everyone, and it was great. And decades after he came up with that idea, he cursed the idea and said it was, one of the worst things that has happened to working, because managers love it.
Nobody
But
else.
it doesn't make good work. Your employees do better work when they're cared for and are enjoying the work they're doing. I've never cared more for a job in my entire life, and I will drop everything, and literally everything, and Cass will hate me for it. But if my job needs me to be there to do something, my job matters. And
I know that feel, bro.
and
For the first time in my whole life.
yep. Isn't it a weird feeling?
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah.
yeah. We occasionally talk to Jake, and it's like midnight. He's like, "Oh, I'm just doing some work."
I'm working.
Yeah. No word of a lie. Like, Jake is always working.
Yeah, I'm always like 10% working minimum. Always.
Yep. And it's
I love this game, and I love my company, and I love the work I do, and I love all of it. It stresses me out sometimes, and sometimes I get mad
but it's worth it.
at people or things or the community.
We are pretty dumb.
Yeah, but that's okay. I just explain it, and it usually fixes that pretty quick.
And then you explain it to me again, and then you explain it to me again, and then you explain it to me again, and
It's
then
true.
eventually you just
David
give up.
specifically is especially bad. But yeah,
Thank you all so much for coming out and watching and listening, and
thanks.
yeah, thank you. And we hope you guys have great weeks. And come back on Saturday for the relay station. I think we've... Oh, wait. Nakara, you're not here this week, correct?
I am going to be in the bushes.
You're in the
Yes.
bushes. I have to see what will happen this weekend then. But
We will keep you updated.
we will
Join the
keep you
Discord.
updated. Join the Discord. We'll keep you
We'll tell you
updated. Me
then.
and Shiver.
Links below.
Okay.
Me and Shiver.
Probably normal show. Save bullshit for later.
Yep. Oh, bullshit's so good.
It's a roadmap week.
Excellent. Oh, we lost Nakara.
Eric. Rip.
Rip.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
he's back. Just as I switched over to this 2-person. He's back.
Nope.
Hi, Eric.
Or just like quit.
Hard crash.
Well, that sounds like a good time for us to end, I suppose.
Hey,
Hi everyone. Welcome
It's a-
to the Unnamed Gaem Show.
it's a it's a roadmap week this week.
Excellent.
Oh,
Spoiler. It's not a big update.
Okay.
okay.
There's 2 things on it.
Okay. So,
So-
not one of those 20 things weeks.
Oh, that was last week. Although, ironically, it's either the one after that or the one after that is going to be just as big.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Big asterisk.
I'm
Yeah.
tired. I want to sleep.
Oh, ISC's back this week.
Excellent.
It's about loot
Oh, I want to know about the loot.
and a sprint report from the VFX peeps.
It's good.
That's gonna be cool.
It
Who
will.
wants to put money on David not being satisfied with the loot segment on the show this week?
I will.
He will not be satisfied.
I'll put money on it.
Oh man.
100%. He will not be satisfied.
Am I ever
All right, everybody.
satisfied?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a
It's
good night.
been a squeeze.